following wind was too strong, well in excess of 2 meters a second, so it wasn't allowed. He is the second 100-meter runner all time, 9.93, which he's run twice. There, the Canadian Desai Williams, who's had an excellent season. But the 6 feet 2 inch tall, elegant sprinter, Carl Lewis of the United States, trying to get that second gold medal. Never, ever been done before.
Let's listen to the starting instructions and watch the break from the blocks. Adeniken, Stewart, Smith, Williams, Lewis, Miles Mills, Marty, and Silva in lanes 1 through 8. This time they get away cleanly. Very quickly out is Desai Williams. Now Lewis begins to eat up that ground. So does Calvin Smith. And it is Lewis running to the finish line. And a time of 9.97. Carl Lewis with a clocking of 9.97. Desai Williams was 4th. He got away to a great start. Carl Lewis, as he usually does, came through at the finish. He made up that deficit over the last 50 meters, but Desai Williams will move on. And twice now, the great Carl Lewis has gone under 10 seconds in building towards the final.
Excellent start by Desai Williams in lane 4. Moving less well in lane 5, Carl Lewis, but now beginning to pick up in lane 2, Raymond Stewart of Jamaica. Very good in the last 50 meters. Now the great Lewis gets moving with those giant strides, 2.24 meters a stride, and reaches away from this field. Calvin Smith coming on strongly in lane 3. Desai beginning to tighten a little around the shoulders and fade as Raymond Stewart comes in for 3rd place in lane 2. But a very, very good win, 9.97 for Carl Lewis in this first semi-final. Here we see these great sprinters doing their job. Tremendous range of movement by this 6 foot 2 inch American sprinter. Calvin Smith, the world 200-meter champion twice, coming on strongly for 2nd place, and the yellow vest of Jamaica, Raymond Stewart, coming to take 3rd. Just watch this action from this great sprinter. Relaxes, eases up, glances up to see the scoreboard, through to the...
He did not feel that he false started, obviously. He saw him gesture towards the starter.
This is not a good sign. When he gets annoyed like this, there is a distraction away from the focusing on the job to be done in sprinting these 100 meters, running about 46.2 strides at a rate of 4.7 strides a second. That gives you precious little time to apply huge forces to the track, but this is what these great sprinters are capable of doing. So now, with a charge against him and a charge against Robson de Silva, lanes 4 and 5 are somewhat inhibited.
This time they're away, and Johnson gets that quick start. As they race towards the line, Ben Johnson in the lead. The challenge on the inside from Christie, and as he hits the tape, easing up, Ben Johnson in 10.03. So Ben Johnson will move on to the final in this men's 100-meter sprint. Despite having the pressure of a false start charged against him, knowing that he could not foul again, Ben Johnson's come through with a clocking of 10.03. And they are celebrating in Rexdale, as all of Canada, I'm sure, is. Ben Johnson has moved on to the final, and he will face the great Carl Lewis in the showdown for the 1988 Olympic gold medal.
This time, a good start. Very noticeable that the starter did not hold them at all in that set position, and they've got to remember this if there are any false starts in the final. Johnson running well in the middle part of the race, but the long-striding Christie in lane 3 also running well. Dennis Mitchell beginning to come through, and alongside him Robson de Silva, and those will be the 4 that go through. A good win by Ben by about a meter from Linford Christie. Dennis Johnson, United States, is 3rd, and Robson de Silva leans in for 4th, and those 4 will go through.
Johnson easing up, as is his custom, through the heats in the semi-final, hitting the line in 10.03.
Just watch the power. Now the power is turned off. He qualifies and goes through to his final.
And I think there are a lot of people, not only here in Seoul, but back home in Canada, who have breathed a sigh of relief. Our Olympic coverage continues after this.